a little magic, are we? Well, come on in. I've been waiting for you. I'm Taren S. I have over 40 years experience in the magical community and a lot of different labels and titles with folks trying to explain and identify me. But I'm just an old witch, passing the magic forward. Come on in. Let's brew some magic. Hello, hello. So happy to see you all here today. Of course, you know I'm going to say we got a good topic. We're talking about dead folk. It's always going to be a good topic. I do want to stop real quick and say, Emily asked, is that my hat? And I would like to say, yes, that is my hat. My black hat, my witch hat that I wear in full moon circles. I sat her up there and I had somebody ask, is that yours? And I'm like, yes, I put it on my head on a full moon and a dark moon, because you know I'm a happy dark witch. But I did want to tell her yes. So let's get on to talking about dead folk. Ooh, we've been talking about dead folk. I just love it. All right. I have been having so much fun. I know I haven't been uploading videos, but I want y'all to know I've been doing other stuff. All right. I needed it. I needed a season to go be quietly Taren, go half reclusive, get back into my spiritual headspace. I needed to feed me and my connection to the goddess. And I want to thank all of you guys out there for being so understanding of it. I do plan after November 1st, sometime in there, on getting back into promise on a regular basis. I'll be uploading videos for y'all. So today we are talking about honoring the dead, feeding the dead, spending time with the dead. What do we do? I've set up my altar. I did everything that I felt right. Okay, now what do I do next? All right, there are a lot of, you'll hear, put a plate of food in the evening, light candles, all right, play music. But I want to show you guys something I have. Let me reach over here and get them for y'all. I have a stack of books. All right, and I keep this stack of books, plus I also have my Bible, which is right back here. All right. In Southern Conjuring, we use the Bible, okay? That was given to me by my grandma. We're primitive Baptists, so we're the white Bible people, you know? But I don't want to get all up in that. Let's just stop that conversation. We're going to go back to what's on my altar. When I set up an ancestral altar, a season of the dead, last year I did the Anima Sola, which is the altar of lost souls. Because of COVID, we had so many people dying so fast. They didn't know they were dead, all right? And I really felt that undercurrent, so I set up an altar for them. And it was just a little altar. I was telling the folks, hey, you're dead. Time to move on, all right? But while you're here, let me read some words that you may understand, okay? I said I have a Bible that I may pull from. I also have the Catholic Book of Prayers for the deceased. These are beautiful little prayers. I have a pagan book of prayer. I have the Book of Hours, Prayers of the Goddess, or Prayers to the Goddess. The Book of Hours, Prayers to the God. And of course, 1,000 Things That You Need to Know. It's like a vintage 1920s book. It is so cool. I love this book. All right. Sort of notice what I have here is that I've got words from all different. All right. What I will do when I go sit down and I light my candle, and this is the part that's going to get you, I need you not to think. Seriously. I have them sitting up there and I'll grab the first book that I'm compelled to grab, the book that makes sense, okay? Once I've got that book, this is what I do. I just do this. I open it up and I start reading. And it's always got the right thing in it, you know? When I like my grandmas or some of my other blood folk and even some of my conjuring spirit folk I lean in on. I do the same thing with the Bible. I open it up and I just look down and start reading. And I will read. And that is my way of honoring the dead. Another way, like I was saying, play music that you knew they liked. All right? You can do a beautiful Halloween, Samhain ritual to your ancestors just within the music they liked. We did year before last a very similar where we played old 1920s, 1930s music because that was the music our grandparents would have heard. And we played it in a circle and danced around as a way of honoring them. All right. And one of the things I have, little shout out, self-promotion, A Witch's Guide to the Season of the Dead. It is a nice booklet with all of the bullet points and which goes through all of the things I was talking about. Talks about how you set up your altar, different spirit folk, feeding, herbs, stones, all sorts of things to do. Another thing you can do when you are getting ready, this is where I got all my props down here, all right, is to take, when you take your bath, when you're doing up your bath, before you're going to spend time at your altar, put a little rosemary and lavender with some sea salt. A nice little sea salt, rosemary, lavender blend in your bath water. All right, get yourself all dressed up and then go light your candle, spend time with the dead. Another thing you can do is drink teas to the dead. Psychic teas, spirit summoning teas, mugwort. I think, let me see what they've put in here. They've got mugwort, lavender, and rosemary. I would say add a dash of orange peel to this, because that's what I plan on doing. And sit and drink a tea, leave a cup for them, okay? If you are wanting to really get all up in that, I would really I pulled books that I have, Honoring Your Ancestors by Mallory Valdos. There is no L. All right. I really like her book. I think she's got great. Another one, if you're wanting to know more about the rites of the dead, the history, how we have our rituals, the Victorian Book of the Dead, which is just brilliant. I love this. This is one of my favorite books. And moving to Books of the Dead, you will hear people talking about it. I have a Book of the Dead. What is a Book of the Dead? Ooh, Books of the Dead are where we record the names of those we wish to remember. All right? These are time immortal. We've been doing it. Civilizations, cultures. This is just global witches. All right, here's my Book of the Dead. All right? I'm actually sort of private about this, so I will tell you that it opens with a prayer to Hecate. It has tabs. If you look up here, you can see different tab lines. One is for family, blood, very close folks to me. Another one I have is called Notables, like George Carlin. I put George Carlin in here because I really love George Carlin. I also have all sorts of other names. They're just notable people who've inspired me. I also have a section for magical folk, different from our modern magic community who we've lost all the way back into ancient. All right, all the magic people, and then of course I have a section for my fur babies who have been with me through the years, and I have pictures where I'll show y'all. This is some of my fur babies that have been with me, and I have a picture. And I may have a little note that I write. And then, here's Eden's page. I don't know if y'all know Eden McCoy. But she was some people are like, oh, she writes well. I liked Eden. All right? I thought she was a really good author. Some of her stuff I thought was very inspiring. But when she passed, I was like, damn. So I did my printout and I put her name in my book. And I have other names. I have friends. Oh, here we go. Monty Python when Terry Jones died. I was sad. I want him to be remembered. He's smart. So I put him. And then I have my family, which I'm not really, like I said, this little private, we get into some other things. You know, but I take this book and it sits right down here. I pulled it up here for the video, but it's down here. I will open up pages. I will sit here and just go through the book, talk out loud, all right, to it. For me personally, what I do is during the light half of the year is when I put names in my book. During the dark half of the year, I don't put names in here. I will, if somebody dies, I write on a slip of paper and then I slip it in the back. And then during the light half is December 21st to June 21st. All right, that's the light half of the year. June 21st to December 21st, we call the dark half of the year. That's how I vibe. That's the rules that I've made for me. All right. You can determine your Book of the Dead the way you would like it. For some, it's a scrapbook. For some, it's just a couple of pieces of paper where they write these down. But this is our way of remembering folks that have touched our lives. All right? And that is further spiritual connection. You know? And the last thing I'm going to show y'all is, this is my little memento box. It's over. I bring it out every year. Over the course of my travels and thrift stores and yard sales, I've picked up some little things. I'm going to show you, this is from 1904. They used to do, this is the life of Jane Aumen. All right. And it's a sad little story. She died when she was 6. But this is like a memento keepsake. And when I found it, I felt like I found a lost child and I needed to take care of her. And so I put Priscilla's thing, her book here, goes on my altar. And I just, Priscilla mattered. Another one I have, 1902. And this is they used to do these funeral cards. And when I find them, I will bring them out during the season of the dead. And then the rest of the year, they're in the box. Like I said, I have a whole stack of wonderful little mementos. I also have somebody's report card. All right. 1917 is this report card. And I bring them out and sit them out. I have some old letters. This is one of my other, this is a Christmas calendar from 1904. Okay. But these are what I bring out and sit out, and what I've been compelled to collect. I have other things as well that I do bring out. And this is too funny because I'm like, this is my altar. I like it up in my space, and I am trying to share, but still have boundaries. Y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all know what I'm saying. So, I hope all of this really helped you, and just enjoy, all right? This is the time to dance for the dead, to dance with our dead, and do what feels right for you. Okay? And remember, every season of the dead is different. So figure out how you're vibing this year and do it your way. Because the authentic way is when it feels right and it works. All right, witches. We're going to end this one, and I'm going to say, of course, please go to houseofwitchcraft.com. If you would like to know more about me, I'm a Southern Conjuring Crossroads Witch. What am I about? We've got folks. All right, go to 13 Moons. And of course, I want you to hit that like button, the notify bell, and subscribe, witches. That close, and I can say I got 10,000 subscribers. I don't know what it means, but it sounds really good. So y'all go have as bright of a blessed day as I'm having. And as always, it never changes. Amen. Blessed be, Ashe, and Ebobo.